Hi everybody, Ed here. Welcome back to the Stained Glass Studio. And again this week we are working on the oak tree project. So far we've done our cartoon after we did our pattern. Now we've blackened everything in, as you can see behind me. And now we're starting to number it. But there's a couple things that we need to do before we start to number it. This window happens to consist of 12 individual panels. Those 12 individual panels are alphabetized. So we started out at A and we ended up at L. So A, B, C, D at the bottom. E over here at the bottom left, F, G, H, I, J, K, and L to finish out the 12 panels for this individual project. So now the next thing we need to do is we've started numbering the windows. We don't want to number, let's say panel K has 342 pieces in it. Well, don't start L at 343. Just start L back at number 1, because again, these are individual panels. You're not going to get the colors mixed up. You're not going to get the numbers mixed up, because we're working with panel K 1 through 337. Panel L 1 through 288. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do that for each individual panel. Now over here to my left, you can see this is panel I, and this is panel J, this is panel H, and right behind my head here is panel G. So we've got all this numbered so far from over to here. But I want you to see something, as you can probably see behind me. You notice I've taken my fatty, and some of these lines these lead lines here are wider than my regular lines coming down out of the top. These lines represent where we're going to change the profile of the lead. On many oak trees, that lone branch hanging off the tree with just these couple of leaves on it starting to grow is very likely about the diameter of my little finger, maybe. I want everybody to know the doctor said I was normal today, and Barbara seems to be questioning that. But anyway, I'm happy. Anyway, so I'm just going back now. Another thing, number 3 of this process is you can probably see that some of these, this hasn't been numbered yet, but some of these have B on them, okay? And that is where the branch or brown for the branch is going to be, because it can get all lost within all of these leaves. And again, we have definite leaves and we have abstract leaves. And these are all throughout the whole panel, along with taking my fatty and putting it right here, bringing it right over here. These are different size diameters of lead and profiles. So if you like what we're showing you here with the Live Oak project, give us a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe, because if you subscribe, of course, you're going to be the first to know when our next video comes out. And when is that? Next Monday night at 7 o'clock. So if this is helping you, it's helping us. I told Barbara yesterday that starting to number this window, and after having the client's approval, I have been so inspired and cannot wait to get started. I'm glad the glass is here and we don't have to wait 4 or 5 weeks on that part of it. So we're going to get started cutting this, and when we come back, we've got a tip of the day for you. Don't go away. This is Ed in the Glass Studio, Live Oak Tree Project. In this window behind us, the Oak Tree Project, we're going to be using 3 different profiles. We're using a 3/16, which really doesn't sound that small, but it is. And when you put it up next to a 1/4 inch, it's even smaller. And when you put it up against something as wide as a 3/8 round H, which is where all of these fatter, dark lines are going to be here, you can kind of see from the shine the profile on that. And that is going to create a look of a tree branch without you trying to cut really narrow pieces of glass that you know and I know are going to break anyway. So why not use different profiles of lead to create depth and interest within your stained glass window? You can even, if I wanted to, and we haven't ruled it out yet because we have to put a green heron right here above my head, and we're also putting our state bird, not our favorite, but our state bird, the Carolina wren, over here. So we haven't ruled out even putting copper foil within this window to make sure that we get the look that we're looking for and we want the client to see. This is Ed. Thanks for tuning in this week in the Stained Glass Shop. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe please. Thank you.